Hello everyone, welcome to Poetry Surprises, and yes, I'm managing to stand up today, not in my usual chair. The weather's a little bit better, but it's not that great, but I thought I'd do something that was a bit more performance-y, partly to get myself moving, but partly because the reaction I've had to some of the other earlier performance pieces that I've done for you has really been positive. So you obviously like them. So here's some more. Now this comes from an early book of mine. I think we're going back to the 1990s. It's called Medusa Muse. And there were some interesting poems in this because it was very much an experiment for me at that time. I was obviously much younger than I am now. And the language in the book had a mixture, a sort of culture shock mixture, if you like, between my London roots, English, Anglo-Saxon English, Cockney, and Scots, which was the community I'd now been living in by the time this was published for about 7 years, and I'd been working with lots of people. So I was beginning to sort of adopt a kind of schizophrenic linguistic persona. So I invented this language called Scottney, which is obviously a mix of Scots and Cockney. Well, nowadays, you know, looking back on it, it's all a bit far in the distance and it's a bit crazy. But anyway, this book came out as a result, Medusa Muse. Well, actually, I'll read you the opening poem, which I wasn't planning to, but this is Scottney as conceived at that time. Medusa Muse is on the move. She loves to break the big taboo. Crossing lingua's no man's land, she bops and screams, mang bairns and boos. Authorities send sodgers out to silence her. The saps, poor sods, can nichter spiel, but crazy run or stand stock still, stone still witness to a raucous gab. They need an hero, some brass academe to codify her snaking thoughts and cast her in an awesome bust of bronze. Then I might die, alone and spare. And I guess Medusa Muse kind of sums up the spirit of the collection. The muse inspires poetry, as you all know, but in my case she's a Medusa, which of course turns you to stone in sheer fear and terror. So this mythological element rolls through a lot of my work at that time, but also of course the Medusa is a kind of patriarchal construct against the matriarchal, and you know, women are just so important to the whole process of inspiration, or I should say the female is. It's it seems a long while ago now, but I'm going to read another one which is more sort of Cockney-ish, another performance piece, and this is called Improbabilities. What if? What if poetry became peak time? What if I didn't die? What if politicians were all Zen masters and Zen masters got God-struck? What if artists bought a round of drinks? What if the Arts Council gave them the moolah to do so? What if businessmen became humane? What if sheep refused grass? What if the night flared up like a Catherine wheel? All the watches stopped. The foot of Kali flattened mountains. What if schools stopped teaching? What if the dead came back and told a different tale? What if the living knew tomorrow? What if you could sing like Callas and I like Caruso? What if I turned round and you weren't there? What if breasts bled pitch, babies ate their parents, men refused to fight wars, women refused to back men, governments told the truth, syndicates surrendered guns? What if fags were good for you? What if medicine made us happy, if religion was truth and philosophers never erred? What if we saw ourselves as others see us? What if we enjoyed it? What if everybody knew a little more and wanted a little less? What if we all gave up pretending we were interested in anything but ourselves? What if the do-gooders were given truth drugs? The charity collectors, the helpers, the royals, the managers, the workers, the claimants, the saints, the Brahmins, the rabbis, the social workers, the scientists, the sportsmen, the poets. What if God exists? What if I cried, "Up yours, Daddy, I'm doing what I want"? And I did. What if we grew to know love? What if we grew to know love? And the tortoise beat Achilles, which we know he never really did. And Zeno's arrow found its mark. And I'd like to finish this long look back into the distant past through the lens of Scotney with a song. One of the aspects of this collection was that at the same time as there was this growing awareness of cultural difference and cultural conversion in the use of Scotney, there was also awareness of political tensions. The English culture coming to dominate through economic means and through the fact that people retiring into this region, Dumfries and Galloway, many of whom were English, had the time to take up cultural pursuits. And these pursuits were in many respects based on their experience south of the border and not entirely commensurate or sympathetic with cultural pursuits that belonged to Scotland, that were north of the border. And so these people that moved in from outside of the native Gallowegian culture, and this is Galloway, where we are at the moment, were called white settlers for obvious reasons. I don't need to explain that. So I wrote this poem called Song of the White Settler. Well, here it is. And it's kind of a bit Scotneous again. I'm sneaking up on you. I'm going to take you over. There's nothing you can do. You'll never shake my cover. I'll scoff your tongue for a brekkie, translate your art by noon. The nit, I'll trap you by the balls. Your end is coming soon. I've got all the big guns. You've got naught but pride. I'm flashing out your culture, Jock, there's no place you can hide. I didn't come as armies. I tried that yince afore. Now it's with me checkbook I'm chapping at your door. At first I filched your kings, then bribed your lairds and nobles. Now you're drinking frae this hand. Scotch whisky's on my table. I am schools, I am committees. I run your sports, your trains. I run Dunedin's festival. I'm out to run your brains. I can know why I want you. Perhaps it's 'cause you're there. But now the North's my England's toy. You've damn all else to fear. Thank you very much. I'll be back for another poetry surprise. Maybe some more performance, maybe a little bit more reflective. Maybe if the weather improves, a tour around the garden. Who knows? Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Back with you soon. Bye for now.